Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you today to start off your week is something that I'm not seeing covered anywhere and should chill you directly to the bone. Because Kamala Harris just said one of the scariest things she's said in a while, and I'm going to be honest, that's impressive. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and please sound off in the comments on this one. Make sure you send this out because everyone needs to see this, because this is straight 1984 right here. Now, of course, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom on the daily, and we would love to have you attend your daily dose of freedom on Langley Outdoors. But, my brothers and sisters, do you guys remember on Friday when I covered the story about Kamala Harris being the leading voice for gun violence prevention in 2024? Because this is the article that I'm showing you. This is what we covered, right? Vice President Kamala Harris to be a leading voice on gun violence heading into the 2024 cycle. So she's going to be hitting the stump and talking about gun violence prevention, gun control versus gun rights, all the things. Well, she did not disappoint on Friday, that same day I released the video, and listen to some of the little gems that she came out with. But every meal is not complete unless you start it with a salad, so let's get a word salad first to show you what our vice president is up to, and then we'll hit the really crazy part.
We are so proud of you, and we care about you, and we want you to soar, and we have a deep and profound sense of responsibility to allow you to dream and to be safe.
To be or not to be? That is the question I ask of thee. Now, here's the thing. It's a word salad from Kamala Harris. The important piece here is what she leads up and follows as the main entree to said word salad. Because it's all about safe, and she hits something very crucial about safety. Because this entire speech is around gun violence. Not the people, not the criminals, but the inanimate object of the gun. This is a stump speech for gun control. However, some of the things that she says about your rights and everyone's rights are straight out of 1984. So let's start this party right. And this is the first one. Listen to what she says, and then we'll break it down.
In every community should have the freedom to live and to thrive. And we know none of that is possible. True freedom is not possible if people are not safe.
Did you catch that? True freedom is not really achievable unless you are safe. Now, of course, this is a gun control speech, so she's basically saying you can't really achieve true freedom without giving up your freedoms. She's conflating safety over freedoms because they can provide that safety, and after all, you can't have true freedom unless you are completely safe, and in order to be safe, you have to give up your freedoms. It's so simple, can't you see? This is the type of stuff that you hear from dictators. China, Germany, Russia. This is the type of rhetoric that you need to be on the lookout for. Our founding fathers talked about this stuff. Benny Franks had a good quote about it. You've got all sorts of red flags through history, and she's going about this and saying that to truly be free, you must be safe, and to be safe, you must give up your freedoms. It's a cycle of tyranny. But let me show you what she said, the illustrious VP, about our rights. She added a new civil right. Not kidding. Check this out.
And I will tell you that I think we all do believe, I certainly do, that the right to be safe is also a civil right.
Really? The right to be safe is a civil right. Now, we're going to hit that fully in a second. She just conflated civil rights of the 1960s, voting, freedom of speech, ironically the Second Amendment. Those are rights. Well, now being safe is a right. Do you guys remember a little while ago where they said healthcare was a right, and now being safe is a right, all in order to strip your rights further? It's a consistent game that tyrants and dictators play. This is rhetoric right out of a communist or socialist agenda playbook. Not saying they're stumping for that political affiliation. I'm just saying that is associated in history in the 20th century with millions of people dead and political philosophies which crush the rights of the individual in favor of the collective. That is fact. You cannot negotiate that point. That is fact. But let me tie this entire thing together, because this is a 17-minute speech, which, to be honest, I suffered through. But here's what we're going with. She starts off with a word salad and says, it's all about being safe. We want you to be or not to be, and to dream and to soar and to eat and to be happy and marry and drink and be safe. Then she comes back and says, you cannot truly be free unless you are safe. In order to be safe, you must give up your freedoms. Don't you see? It's so simple. And wraps the entire speech with, there's a new civil right to be safe. You have a civil right to be safe. It's just like the 60s when we had the civil rights, for an entire group of people. Well, now everyone has a civil right to be safe, says the Vice President of the United States. If you watch this entire video and hairs did not stand up somewhere upon your body, please look up history through the 20th century, through all the political dissent that happened in the 20th century, and what it led to with political organizations gaining power and the millions that were dead over the wars started because of tyranny, like leading to this. Or, excuse me, spawning from this rhetoric. This is incredibly dangerous stuff, and no one seems to know about it. But that is why we talk about it on this channel. Everything will be linked in the description box below. And please, let me know what you guys think, and I cannot wait to hear your comments right down there in the comments field. See you later.